The opportunities are just omnipresent in Myanmar, but businesses have to face several challenges. Index Creative Village shared with us its experience and suggestions in doing business in Myanmar as well as Vietnam and project the potential growth of event industry in Upper ASEAN region.
It seems very positive for Index going into Myanmar. But in Myanmar itself, there are some challenges. What kind of challenges that you have faced, and how did you deal with those challenges?
Okay. Challenges in terms of
Doing business, or
right.
opening an office.
Okay, overall sense, indeed, like business registration, not that easy. Things has been like changing quite a lot during this kind of the term of this current government. They are actually improving things in terms of investment law, obviously, but then things has not been like settled yet. So that kind of obstacle for us to overcome. But I think that should be all right in very soon. But secondly, it will be like kind of a people side. People cost is obviously very very low in that sense, but in terms of know-how, knowledge, and how to get the same term of standard is quite tough. But anyway, we overcome that with like kind of having the people there to come and train in Thailand in our headquarters. So we try to educate them as much as we can. So they would get to know like, okay, this is what standard we are talking about. It should be the same standard and event that we're talking about, and then they will see like more like kind of a growing stage of the event industry, so understand more, so they go back. But then another sense is in terms of hardware, it's been not only electricity wise, but also like event, we need stage, we need like construction, they don't have it. So that's why we do that. That's why we own it, and then we ship it to there. And we'll be like kind of probably the very first company who own like this kind of high-tech technology stuff in Myanmar.
Talking about challenges, what are the factors that, in your opinion, what are the factors that would lead to being successful in doing business in Myanmar?
Well, first of all,
from your experience.
Right, I have to thank you for the perception of Myanmar people towards Thai people as well. They are pretty much very much accept. I think you believe that as well. They accept Thai people. They pretty much they love Thai people. So it will be more easy for us to kind of like penetrate in this market. And secondly, market is growing well, and then we are about to take the first advantage. Like first mover advantage. So I think being the first mover, I think we gain a lot of lessons, a lot of benefit as well. So I believe we're getting in the right track at the moment. And some other stuff like technology wise, international standard wise, I think we have all in there. Right.
And obviously Thailand is not the only main player in this industry, and Singapore as well. And Myanmar is opening up right now. Probably companies in this industry from Singapore could move in to Myanmar, and how are you going to prepare for that?
Well, yes, Singapore is one of our like kind of a competitor. Talking about event industry itself in terms of the competency, Singapore and Thailand always come at in the top rank together. But for Myanmar, a specific market, I think Thailand took a lot of advantage in terms of the geographic, since we have a land connected. So talking about like, for instance, like we have a big, huge event there, like countdown like this. So we have local people there. Singapore could have it as well. Singapore could send their team. Singapore people fly in. Yes, we can fly in as well, or we can even like just walk across the border. But somehow in terms of the logistic wise, like if you have to ship some kind of Thai technology things, then we have it from here. We can just connect it through like Massot or Mailverdi. So that will be, in terms of cost effective wise, I think we take a lot of advantage on that. And perception towards Thai people, I think Myanmar people have very good perception towards Thai people as well.
Okay. Doing projects in Myanmar, it is believed that you have to have close connection with the government. For you as a business as a company going into Myanmar. Do you think that is significant? That is important?
I would say yes, in the sense of if you are going to get like government events a lot, but somehow if you do only event, you need to get a permission from them. But that could become a regular job later on. So it will turn out like easier later on. But in the sense of we need to get big event or big permission, or the first ever kind of event that you have to apply for a lot of permission. So in that sense, you have to get to know a lot of them. You have to have very good connection. But again, we are lucky because our partner for our group, they are a very huge group, and they also like do have a lot of connection with the government. And we actually been through, we've been seeing a lot of the minister and deputy minister quite a lot lately. So just to introduce ourselves. And basically another thing that could help us is because we did the academy show and also the union day. In the union day itself, the audience are only like 1,000, 2,000 people, but those 2,000 are all those government officers, starting from president, minister, deputy minister, all the department and all the ministry were there, right?
So can I assume that in order to being successful in doing business in Myanmar, you have to have a good connection?
Indeed.
And what about your partner,
right?
Forever Group, right?
Indeed.
Could you talk a little bit more about forming the joint ventures with Forever Group?
Well, forming with them, I believe is quite a destiny. We met them the first time in our office. I was the one who took care of them. They came together with the deputy minister, and we didn't even know like who they are. But then somehow later on, it's sort of like philosophy of the way they're doing business. I mean, like the Index Creative Village and Forever Group, they have the same things. And I think one aspect that actually linked us together is the creativity that we both have, and we put that among the top of any aspect. So somehow like with that simple short term like creative wise, we have also like chemistry is the right one. So they kind of join hand together, and we've been starting about like what we should do. And then somehow they're doing like TV production. They are like a TV channel. They have like FM radio, all those kind of things. And they believe like if they could like you could go and help them with the event and make it more creative, it somehow can supplement or like help their current business as well. So it's kind of helping each other. So it's a perfect combination, I would say. Right.
Okay. As the ASEAN community will become fully integrated in 2015,
right?
What are the strategies for Index, and what is the goal for Index in terms of expanding in the region, in Myanmar, in Vietnam, and probably somewhere else?
Right. We are actually looking forward to some other countries in AEC, of course. And at the moment, I cannot really say it out loud like which country it would be. But we are actually starting with some partner. We are actually dating with a partner at the moment. Probably starting with popcorn first. We go to theater or movie later on, and we'll tell you later like who we're gonna get married with. And but at the moment, the direction, I would say in terms of direction, it will be like we will put Thailand as a headquarter. Of course we have it as a regional, and I believe like in Indochina or probably like Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia, and also Vietnam, we can actually have Thailand to be the best. And I believe those multinational companies would have Thailand as the best as well, because considering all the advantage in terms of geographic, in terms of logistic or cost-wise, is the best place to be. So we will expand kind of horizontal on the map first, and probably vertically we'll consider that in a later stage, because some of the like Singapore, Malaysia, they're obviously very growing. They are probably saturating, right?
So how do you project the growth of this industry in Myanmar and Vietnam? I mean, I would put it that in the ASEAN region.
Well,
the upper ASEAN region.
If it need to be like as a region, it will be positive growth for sure. But specifically going to Myanmar will be like kind of 20% at least, since next year all the key milestone events will be there. Like next year will be SEA Games, and 2014 will be ASEAN Summit, and 2015 at the end of the year will be like AEC, and they also aiming for a Myanmar tourism year, which will be very breathtaking as well, that one. So in Myanmar I believe it will be like 20% more, but in Vietnam it will be like probably like 10 something growing. It's still growing, but probably it's not that fast like Myanmar doing. And Laos and Cambodia are pretty much like slightly growth. I don't expect a lot of growth there.
Okay, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
That wraps up today's edition of Toward 2015.
You can follow us again, same place, same time, same channel. For today, สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ